Guideline number 14. Try not to become smug. Now originally, instead of smug, I'd put down synonyms like knobhead or bellend, but I thought this might be terms that are predominantly known in the UK and might not translate internationally, so I put down smug instead. Now what this guideline is getting at is that often when people work on themselves in order to change their lives, there's a tendency for them to become smug or overbearing. Now what this means is, whilst the work we've talked about does its best to stay clear of being overbearing, there's still a risk of our ego finding new ways to control our lives without us realizing, by showing us up as a uber enlightened person who portrays themselves as being better than everybody as a result of doing the work and thinking they've got all the answers. And you see this a lot nowadays in how people sell and market the kind of work that I do in the coaching space, because there's a real tendency through their content to denigrate modalities and what other people do, claiming that it's bullshit or it doesn't work, and if anything, the reader, listener or viewer are gullible and naive or stupid for believing in it and choosing those ways, when instead they should be doing what they're saying because they're 100% right. Now this interlinks with a couple of principles we've encountered already. It's an opinion, not my opinion, lets us be flexible enough in our understanding to keep us learning and not keep up the pretense of being right all the time. And remember the Keanu Reeves quote we gave before. People are free to believe what they want to. We don't have to act like a white knight going around trying to save everybody when they haven't even asked to be saved in the first place. A good rule of thumb to follow is to only offer to share any of this work with anyone if they ask for it. So in the Batman films, when Commissioner Gordon wants to call Batman, what does he do? He switches on the bat signal. When we're the Batman, we can think of it as only being allowed to help people who send out the bat signal. If they don't send out the signal, it's not for us to get involved. And in fact, wanting to get involved with things that got nothing to do with you is more likely to be your ego trying to meet your own needs than anything else. Now, in fairness to those who temporarily go down that path, it tends to be motivated by the enthusiasm for how powerful this work is and wanting everyone to know how to do the same work and change their lives. After a while though, we get the realization that people will only do this work when the time is right for them. Us banging on about how enlightened and knowledgeable we are is very rarely welcomed. And doing this work doesn't make you better than anybody else. It merely gives you the answers about yourself. Finding the balance and practicing keeping your ego to one side is the best defense against falling into this trap.